September 1st is when child, youth, and seniors advocate Kelly Lamrock expects the province to apply changes he made to a policy for LGBTQ students in New Brunswick schools. In a biting report, the advocate outlines how the policy violates the Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
This matters because prima facie discrimination exists when the rules around a student request suddenly change based on who is making the request and why they are making it. The department's level of concern by any objective measure suddenly changed when the request came from trans students.
Lamrock laid out 24 specific recommendations and picked apart some of the arguments used by members of the PCs who supported the changes.
The Supreme Court jurisprudence poses a real legal challenge to those who have argued simply that the state does not trump the parent. It is true that the state does not trump the parent, but such a limited analysis removes the child and their rights from the process and dehumanizes the child. The parent has a right to teach their values to the child. The parent does not have the right to a state apparatus to force their child to live by those values.
Lamrock wants the province to reinstate language that does not force children to be outed to their parents without consent. He also added a policy for district education councils to implement should the province not take on his amended policy, adding it is within their authority to clarify vague provincial policy. Gail Costello says Pride in Education has voted not to sue the province, but is aware and in communication with two groups that are, including the Canadian Civil Liberties Association.
This would be a perfect opportunity for the Premier to maybe back away from this. For whatever reason that this got started, it appears to be a manufactured crisis.
Minister of Education Bill Hogan says he'll take the necessary time to review the report. Nathalie Sturgeon, Global News, Fredericton.